That
we've
wasn't
been
real
muted?
life last time.
We've never been muted. They don't never.
People
hit
responded to us
God,
like,
maybe.
Yeah. I don't think Paul knows where the mute button is. What's up, people? Roughneck Real Estate here. We got a little drama taking place. This is a Different Generations podcast, but we're going to have a little real estate spilling over into it. Spoon went off and stole some lady's house. Braxton was communicating with the person that was stealing the house from. I'm the only person that's ever seen the house in person. And now we're getting drug on TikTok because we stole this house. Spoony, are you a house thief? First off, let's get that clear.
We paid for it.
All right. Braxton, who'd you contact? How did this go?
this was a mailer lead.
Hold on. Well, let me see if I can. Let me. If I hit this button, okay.
My nose is running.
Hold on. Let me go to the. Let me get to this girl's profile and drop a little hint.
Yeah.
Drop a little hint.
My story?
No, the finger.
I don't know. Do we? Think
All
we
I know is
I don't think you
the
should address that just on TikTok.
the person that I was in contact with is completely different
Then the person who signed.
and also different from who's yelling at you.
Hold on.
I don't even know where to start. This is your name on the title commitment right here, right there. Which means there's no way they could have sold that house without
All right.
signing a deed.
So let me pull up the TikTok live. And what do I title it? This talking real estate stolen house. Okay, this is gonna be bad content for YouTube. We're sorry, YouTube.
Can you just do how to steal a house? Is that good clickbait?
I don't know.
Can you do that title?
Feels like that would be used against you later.
It's like
What do you
no,
mean?
they try to claim that you
Claim.
purposely
They'd just be stitching that
intentionally-
part.
Okay. Add live goal. I don't have no live goal. Will I be able to flip this camera around once I go live? Who has done a TikTok live?
I didn't even know you could.
There's old Bracky Brack. I'm here. We got Spoony. If you want the good version of this, you can go to YouTube. Oh, where do you think we need to set this baby up at? I think we need to set it up far or wide.
Can we just hold it?
I don't know if you can just hold it. I've never gone live on TikTok.
It's
I
like
don't know
this
what
the
to do
whole time.
next.
Well, just set it here.
Down on that can,
Hold-
maybe.
You think I just set it on my
Yeah,
C4?
C4 that thing.
Just
No. Put it behind.
oh yeah. I look like a pregnant walrus.
Well, I mean,
All right. We're going to let me and Braxton, we'll just point it at Braxton for a little bit. Bad content, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Not
what
good content, man.
What do we have going on? So we're live on YouTube right now. If you're watching on the TikToks and want the good version of this, you can go to the Roughneck.
So should I only look at these cameras? So
Now you can look right here.
we're being
Braxton.
rude to the TikTok people?
You need to tell the people. Exactly what happened on this little deal we did up there in Longview, where the people of TikTok are saying we stole a house.
So from our side on the buy, basically we sent a postcard to a lady, to an owner, and negotiated a deal, bought some land, a single wide trailer or two single wide trailers, I guess, some with some add-ons. I mean, we just made a normal buy.
Yep.
But the weird part was what we ended up finding out is the person that talked to us that we sent a postcard to was different from who it looked like ended up signing on the property. I guess there's a power of attorney there.
There's a power of attorney.
So the original seller allegedly is maybe in a nursing home or something.
That's what we just found out.
Yeah.
So we just found all this out now. So Spoony here is a person who signs this stuff. So let's kind of break this down. Braxton does the day-to-day grind work in our office. So we send postcards. Braxton's responding to this. Ashley's responding to it. This is what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Spoony here goes to the closings. He's one of the owners. He goes to the closings. He signs documents, all of this. a combination of the three of us typically look at the properties, evaluate the properties. We evaluate them through pictures online, kind of match up legal descriptions. Sometimes we have to order a survey. On this particular property, I thought we were waiting on a survey. Was that your understanding?
I think that might have been the other Longview one.
It was. That literally touches this property. See, this is the confusing
Got
part.
separated.
So we ended up with, by the way, smash the like button. We got 0 likes. We're sitting on 0 likes with 1 viewer. Jesus Christ.
Don't mean to like it real quick.
We're fucking pathetic. Anyways, so whenever we did this, whenever we contracted this property, okay, Braxton sends a contract. They then reach out to us about the acres next to it.
Mm-hmm.
We wait for title to do their thing. Title comes back. Could not get clear title on that particular set of acreage without ordering a survey. So we ordered the survey. I'm under the impression we're waiting on the survey. We're going to pay $15,000 more for the property next to it, which only has an RV on it. There are people living in the RV, but it only has an RV on it. It's just land.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to pay $15,000 more for the additional land, and I think we're waiting on a survey. Spoon enters the chat. Now, this is all done through an app called Teams, Microsoft Teams. So Spoon enters the chat, and it's then ready to close, correct?
That's correct.
And it's just the one property that's ready to close. We never really formally made a decision. We kind of talked about it loosely and said, hey, look, it's 40 grand. This is what it looks like on Google Earth. It's currently livable because people are living there. It's got acres with it. So we are going to buy this deal. We're going to go forward and buy this deal. Okay. Even though we can't get the additional acres for $15,000 because what happened there, Braxton?
Changed my mind pretty much. Didn't want to sell all of it.
Didn't want to sell all of it. Now, who is this? Because you're talking, Marianne Johns is on title,
Mm-hmm.
but you're talking to Kansas?
I can't think of her name. It was another lady that was the original person to call off the postcard.
Postcard.
I assume the person with the power of attorney.
Not Brianna.
Because she negotiated the whole time.
So Candace.
Yeah.
Ragel.
So Kansas who?
I think it's Ragel. I can pull up the docs again.
All right, we're not trying to dox nobody,
Yeah.
but Kansas somebody signs this deal
Yeah.
over to us, and then we go through the closing process. Now, when you go to close on a property, okay, there's something called a title commitment. And I don't really know how they produce the title commitment. They go into the chain of title in the public records. They pull all this up, and it shows who's on title. The person that is saying that we took this property from or whatever is on the chain of title. She is right there on the title commitment. Pretty open and shut case. She's there. She will have to address the sale that's taking place. True or false?
Yes.
So, true or false?
That's correct.
That is correct. Okay. We buy it with title insurance, which is an insurance policy that says, hey, we're going to ensure that this chain of title is proper. All everything's been, all the boxes have been checked, all the T's have been crossed, all the I's have been dotted. It's a good and done deal. True or false, Spoony?
True.
Braxton?
True.
Okay, now, the story that's being told, and I do believe that this is a factual story, on the Tiki Talks, is that this property was promised to her by her granddad, who is deceased, okay? The grandmother, we believe, is the person, through context clues, we have not talked about this, but through context clues, we believe the grandmother is the person that has dementia and is a nursing home,
Mm-hmm.
that the power of attorney sold the property on her behalf. So with Brianna being on the chain of title, she would have to sign off on that. She would have to give her approval for the title company to issue us clear title. True or false?
True.
Right, Spoony?
They don't just put names on there for fun.
True.
Spoony's
I was
Heavy.
listening to him finish.
heavy in thought. Okay. So now we're at this point in the process where we have a person that's on chain of title and we don't know why. So I'm waiting on the closing documents. Literally after I posted that response on the Tiki Talks, the the response from our transaction coordinator gets posted into Teams. I pull it up and I see this person, Candace, that signed all the closing docs. I'm like, no, Brianna. No deed from Brianna to us. No deed from Brianna. That means Brianna would have to sign the deed over to Marianne Johns. She would have to relinquish her rights in some way because she's on the title commitment. So how did she relinquish her rights?
Something had to have taken place.
Something had to take place, as Braxton said. Oh, Spoonie here gives me the number to the title company. I roll them in. I give them a call. I'm like, hey, what's the story here? What's going on? We see this person's on the chain of title. We don't see that they signed any deed to us. How did you clear that person out of the chain of title? How did that happen? Okay. So she tells us that Marianne Johns, the reason why Brianna was on title is because Marianne Johns had what's called a life estate deed, with Ladybird deed in Texas, life estate deed, estate planning deed. All it says is when I pass on, this person will inherit the property. Okay. It's a life estate deed, which is valid. Okay. It's a valid deed. But there is no grandfather on title. There was no grandfather on title. So, well, the grandfather's deceased. He's deceased. Marianne Johns at one point in time was probably married to him. They were married. And so since they were married, okay, how much of the property does the granddad's heirs own at this point in time, even if he's not on title? How much does the granddad's heirs own?
I would think 50%.
50%. True or false, Spoonie? 50%.
Depends if it's probated or not. If it wasn't probated, there was no will, then they would own 50%.
Spoon. What are you talking about?
We don't know why he's not on title, is all I'm saying.
Okay, but hold on. This is why Spoonie frustrates me. Spoonie's saying it depends on if it's probated or not, so he's trying to throw a little gasoline on this fire. He wants a full barbecue. He wants to just flame this bitch. Would title have seen a probated will that took him off a title? This is very important, Spoonie. Would he have seen a probated will that took him off a title? Okay. Did they mention anything about a probated will?
No.
They said he was not on title.
They did say that.
They said he's not on title.
Did not mention the probated will, though.
They did not mention a probated will. So there's no will in this chain of title. Okay. So what Spoonie's saying is,
because a will would forego that.
a will would have been in the chain of title.
Or it could have guaranteed the rights. You just never know what's in a will until it's probated.
I agree.
We agree. Smash. This is Spoonie. I'm in there, bro. Boy, I'm in there.
What?
Anyways,
what are you mad about?
I ain't mad about
nothing.
I ain't mad about nothing. There's no will in the chain of title, so there's no will in this conversation. What it appears happens to me. Braxton, do you have a theory? Do you want to give your theory first before I give my theory?
My theory is just that they missed it.
Who missed it?
Title company.
Title company missed it.
Missed the fact
underwriter?
that there's, a dead spouse, ex-spouse, or whatever spouse, but either way, with a 50% claim without an existing will, like Spoonie pointed out.
That's
that
right.
would have kind of changed the circumstances.
It changed circumstances a lot. All right, so Spoonie, what's your Spoonie's theory has to do with probates. What's going on with the probates?
I don't know that there is anything other than what we know right now. There probably is, exactly like you're saying. The title underwriter or the examiners completely missed it.
How does title find out if somebody's married? Does anybody know?
They ask them.
They ask them. Spoonie or Braxton. They ask who?
The seller.
The seller. Who's
whoever's on title.
Whoever's on title. Who's on title at this juncture?
Someone in a nursing home.
Someone in a nursing home. Is she currently married?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Not currently married.
It may not matter. She's incompetent to answer.
Hold on. She's not currently married. Probably.
Right.
Okay. But could that be a correct answer and a false answer at the same time?
Yes.
Because she was married before she was widowed.
Yes. While the property was within their ownership.
Within their ownership. Because what does Texas state law say about marriage?
I don't.
How much of your wife's shit does your wife own, Spoonie?
How much of my wife's shit does my wife own?
Or your shit does your wife own?
Half of it.
He owns half of it regardless. regardless of if they were on title. She could have owned that property for 150 years before she married this man. And the day she married that man, it became half his. He scored a licky.
What about just to learn? Could a prenup, would that have shown up at the chain of title if something
No.
like that was in place?
No.
Something that excluded
No,
that.
but I think you would have had
And
to.
we're watching, guys. This is live on YouTube. If you want to go watch this on YouTube to get better angles, not me fucking with this camera, you can go watch it there.
Even if a prenup had existed, wouldn't I think a judge would have had to assign to take somebody off title?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't. We're
mean-
getting deep in the weeds.
I don't know
Just
how
trying
that
to
works.
teach
I'm
basic
just saying
knowledge.
for conversation's sake, could that have been something that possibility of that being there that would have excluded him in a legitimate way?
I mean, he could be excluded in a legitimate way, but did title relay any of that information to us?
No.
They said they don't know he exists. Homie exists. He definitely exists.
Existed.
Existed. I mean, so he should have been on the chain of title. He's not on the chain of title. The title company at this moment in time has missed a human being in the chain of title. No doubt about that.
And it could because whoever sold it to us didn't tell them about it.
Who?
The person that you were talking to.
Kansas, that we don't know. We don't know Kansas.
So in that case, does the power of attorney answer that question to the
No.
title company?
Well, they would answer the question. Is this person married? Yes, they would answer the question.
It would be a
No, they're not married, and that's
no, they're
that's
not
where the So they just kind of
They just roll on.
took it at the word and said.
How else? They're not married.
I feel like that's a easier question. Is-
Hold on, but you're missing a point. They're not married. They're not married.
right.
He is deceased.
So typically when we do an AOH, affidavit of heirship, it says, "Are you married now? If you have been married, were you married at any time before?" And it
That's, I
spells
feel
it
like,
out. It
the
says, "Okay, did
easier
you have
question.
this many children by this person?" There's all these forms. If they just asked, if the title company just asked, "Are you married?" and they said no, it could be both false and true at the same time.
Could be
When
false
it
and
looks
true. Anybody trying to do anything nefarious?
when you're
Right.
looking at the Texas statute, the Texas property code.
Okay.
So I get all that. I see all that. Be interesting to know what questions were asked, but we may never find that out.
I just feel like the simple solution on that in the future is like the follow up question is: have you ever been married during
Hold
the
on,
length
time
of
out.
ownership?
Do you own the title company?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, then you stay out of what the title company solution should be, because we're only looking for one solution and one solution right here, and that is, did you negotiate in bad faith?
No.
Okay, you didn't. Did you close in bad faith?
No.
You paid money, bought a house.
Yeah.
Okay, you negotiated in good faith. You closed in good faith, and I showed up and did a TikTok in good faith. We're good faith purchasers all the way across this board. But here's what could have happened, and they will have a claim. They will have a claim. This isn't going to get too complicated. This is going to be good. All parties involved may win at the end of the day. We bought a property sight unseen. We got there. We're more disappointed in ourselves, but it's no big deal. I'm happy with the purchase. I'm perfectly happy with the purchase. We'll put flooring in. We'll put a tenant in. We'll owner finance it. We'll do whatever. I'm perfectly happy with the purchase. We're purchasing another one really close by in similar condition. True or false?
True.
We are okay with the purchase. Okay. The person in this deal that this was her granddad at the house. We know wholeheartedly know what a blessing it would be to that girl's family to inherit this house the way that it was spelled out. Now, we don't know that the woman that's in the nursing home doesn't have bills that have to be paid if the funds that we bought the house with went into that and is now paying for that long-term care facility.
Yeah, it
So
could
to
have went.
speak.
No, it could have went to MERP or something like that.
It did not go to MERP. It went into homegirl's bank account. We already know that. We asked the title company. Money went into Mary Ann John's bank account. The grandmother's bank account. It did go. We asked title company. They said it went into Mary Ann John's bank account. So that's good. That hurdle's cleared. So they have it. Okay. Now they might be drawing down on those funds to pay for the nursing home and the care and the advanced care and all that. No doubt about that. But it doesn't erase the claim to title that the person on our TikTok has to the property. It doesn't just go away. True or false?
True.
So now, this is why you buy title insurance. There's a claim on title. We can help her get it submitted to the title company, and we can unwind this transaction. Because if the property is supposed to go to her, she should, one, at least get a portion of the proceeds. So the part of the money that we paid for it should go to her, okay, in that scenario, okay? But if there is a person that wants the house, they should just buy out the other person's half. True or false, Spoonie?
True.
And whatever that is should be negotiated because she can hold out. She owns part of the property. She can hold out. She doesn't have to sell.
That's correct.
Nobody can force her to sell. She doesn't have to. Okay? So she can hold out. But now there is they might have a legitimate claim to title. We acknowledge that they have a legitimate claim to title, and we bought it in good faith. Okay? We're not the person in this scenario. Everybody would like us to be the bad guy, but we're not necessarily the bad guy in this scenario. We would unwind this transaction and can unwind this transaction and will unwind this transaction and get out of the middle of whatever's going on there. We will do that. No doubt about it. That means the money that went into Mary Ann John's bank account's got to come back to the title company. Title company unbuttons the transaction. Deed goes back over to the people that it was vested in, and we just unwind this transaction. But the money has to come back. If the money doesn't come back from the person that got paid the proceeds, then the money has to come from the title company's insurance policy that insured this transaction. There are ways to do this. We can help undo it. We have no problem undoing it. But at this juncture, it appears that the mistake that was made because even though she was on the title, they said that it was a ladybird deed, and we think they missed the grandfather. Braxton, is that how you see it?
I think so.
That's how
They
I
just
see
missed
it.
them. Like, it's that simple, I think.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, and we're going to continue discussing this. I can't hold this phone up all day. Spoonie's being a little bit rude. Spoonie, why are you so damn rude?
I'm not rude. I mean, it's Occam's razor. Simplest explanation is probably what it is. So
Yeah. So, to the person out there, Brianna, we weren't ignoring you. I don't have you. She said she messaged. You got any emails?
I just looked at my phone. Somebody said they're calling, so I don't know who they're calling. Like,
They're not calling you.
yeah, I
They're
mean,
not calling me. They're not calling Braxton.
Nothing.
Are they calling REI Black Book?
it might be.
I haven't seen anything.
Okay, so maybe they're calling Ashley. Who? Kitty. Possibly.
That's a distinct possibility that is where the
Calls could be
communication-
going to Kitty. But whoever you're calling, not calling, we haven't talked to anybody. And the only reason why we hadn't responded to this yet is because I was waiting to see those closing documents. But I seen you on the chain of title. I was waiting to see the closing documents to see what happened. There's no way I can know what's going to happen without seeing the closing documents. He signed the closing documents, but he would not see the other side of the transaction.
That's correct.
COVID, everything's remote now. Everything. I mean, where'd you close this at? Did you close it at the title company, or you close it at your house?
Probably close it at my house.
Yeah. So
have to
everything's
go
done
back
with a
and look.
remote notary, and then Braxton is the person that negotiated it. So Braxton, or Ashley, or Kitty talked to the seller. How many times you talked to the seller?
None.
And I called her before we went live on this. I called the person that signed all this, whoever Candace is, and she has not called back. I left her a voicemail. I triple dialed her. I'm a triple dialing motherfucker. I triple dialed her, and then she has not called back. I left her a voicemail. I did not send her a text message, but I will. And we will see what they say about it. Overall, it just is what it is. We're not, we don't have, I mean, we're not upset with our purchase of the property, none of that. We just don't have a dog in this fight. If we'd have known there was a fight taking place, we know better than to close on stuff that a fight's taking place. Spoonie, when's your court date for the Alvarado property?
I don't know. Off the top of my head.
October of 2023. So we bought a deal where it had a little funky title. We didn't know it had any funky title. We're good faith purchasers on that deal too. But to litigate that deal, the title company weaseled out of that one. And now we have to litigate it. We do not have a claim. He's suing the seller of the property. He's not suing us, but our property that we own is tied up in the deal. And we don't have a court date until October 2023. So that means we borrowed money to buy that property. We're making the monthly payment every single month. And we can't use the property until it's settled. We don't like doing that. So we do everything on the up and up. So anyways, we're out of there. If you... Hey, Tucker Brown, how you doing, gentlemen? And then we got a whole bunch of people in there. And then somebody's yelling at us to give the house back. What's up, guys?
I mean,
Spoonie, give her the house back.
okay. I mean, they just get. I mean, we got to unwind the transaction.
Yeah,
we can't.
what-
we can't not.
Yeah.
We can't just give a house back. That it has to be unwound at the title level.
What's the correct answer? Give the house back. Give me my money back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But that's part of
we
the
don't-
unwinding process.
Yeah, we'll eat the closing costs. We'll pay the title company that screwed all this up all their closing costs. We will eat the closing costs to unwind this transaction, but whoever's got this power of attorney over Miss Marianne has to send us the money back. We'll sign the deed over, and it'll be back to Marianne
just
Jones
commenting?
and whatever. Do what? Who is? Brianna's here. She's on the YouTube stream. So let's go. Out of here, bros. How do I end a live? Anybody know?
Can you zoom in at all, Paul?
Paul, can you throw those up there like Sohail does, like a good man?
Brianna could call you. She's on there now.
I ain't putting my phone number on the intranets.
Didn't you just call her? Oh, you didn't call her. Okay, you called the lady that
I
signed.
called whoever Candace is. I don't
Gotcha.
know. Who do you want? I mean, hold on. Where can we? What? Oh, go to Let's see. What email? What email can we put on the internet?
The most
Intern?
unused one
Huh?
is probably D8 cells.
Yeah, D8 cells. D, the number 8 cells. SELLS.
That's how you spell cells.
I'm just making sure it's plural.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Send us your phone number to that, and we will call you, Brianna, because we're going to sort this thing out. Now, there is a delay on here. So, anyways, yeah, there's no prenup. We're going to get to the bottom of this, Spoonie.
I'm excited.
He's not excited.
I'm always
Does he
excited.
look excited?
You look a little concerned, Spoon.
Spoonie, will you drink after me?
That,
My
you
mustache
shouldn't.
has been
You
tickling the
shouldn't.
lid of this.
Jason, as your friend, you should not.
Can't,
You
man.
should.
If those things
Jason,
mess my
as-
blood pressure up. Look, let me see it.
No. You don't touch.
Don't touch it unless you're going to drink it.
Let me see it.
You gonna put a little hole down here and shotgun it?
I might do that. Have you seen those things you can buy on the TikToks where you just pop it in the bottom? We can get some of those and do a contest. How many C4s can we drink before we?
You think I
drop.
can shotgun 5 C4s and still live?
No.
Yeah,
Braxton,
absolutely.
this fucking heart's a stallion. Brianna, did you is Brianna still here? First off, comment if you're still here. Did you send us
I'm trying to log in this email.
what you don't even have? That's why I was asking what the easiest one to email was. The one that you could access. Is
I
the
thought I
one-
didn't have it on it's on my computer open.
it's on your pooter.
Yeah.
So
I've
we're gonna
never
have to
logged in
call
on my
Ashley
phone.
and find out what this phone number is.
Brenton might be in the office. He should be.
Can
Nobody
she
get this.
message you in here?
on YouTube? I don't think so. Brianna, if you're out there, please comment something, anything. I want to go. Let's see if she's commenting on TikTok. I'm gonna go add her on the TikToks and tell her to DM me her number.
Oh, there
now.
you go. That's smart.
Yeah, we'll get it that way. There's a lot of ways we can skin this cat. Okay, so the notifications on TikTok are also very difficult for people like me that don't TikToks. Not a single comment on here. This is so hard. All right. Has she commented? Paul, is that the most recent comments on there?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. All right. Let me get this. Let me add this lady on the deals. Let me send her a friend request. Whoop. Oh. All right. Add. See. Message. Phone number. It did not send. So it says it can't be sent if this user isn't following me. So, this is so false. So much false. Okay, hold on. Follow me, and I'll send you my number. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, Brack, because this is This isn't that. This won't be that big of a deal. We can be able to.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
Tell her how to make title claim.
dude, it's the easy solution. We don't even
It's a
have to
phone
make
call.
a title claim. Whoever Kansas is needs to fucking sign the rule. Let them wire that money back. They don't need no damn title claim. There ain't what
Go backwards.
Yeah, just the property taxes were paid out of those proceeds. So send us the money that you were wired in the property taxes. I guess it'd be plus property taxes.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
property taxes.
So the money that you receive plus the property taxes, and basically just send 40 grand. That's the agreed upon price. That's what they got paid. We paid all closing costs other than property taxes. So send us 40 grand. We unwind the transaction. Lien release is signed. Everything's done. Title won't have to get involved. Title would be nice if they would refund us our money for the closing costs and deal because they missed an error.
Well, that's where I think the title claim would come in if they made that phone call. Then it'd be their problem.
It wouldn't. No, it's not. Like we're trying to give back a house. Like we're not.
No, I just meant for the title company to have the. Oh yeah, well,
Title company isn't going to do anything but pay the amount of title insurance you have on the property. So they're going to pay 40 grand.
right.
That's it. It's going to take a fucking tremendous amount of time to do that.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's not. These things are way easier to solve than needing a title.
I didn't mean to actually make a title claim. Just call and complain to them from. It doesn't matter.
I just called the title
A
company.
title complaint.
I just called the title company and told them they missed an error. They're digging into it. They're going to know that they did as soon as this gets to their table.
Yeah, all they got to do is search obituary. They're going to figure it out.
They're going to figure it out real quick, and then they're going to unwind this transaction. So I don't know. I mean, homegirl, I don't know how much more time we got to spend on this. She has not followed me back, so I don't know. I mean, it's kind of at this point. I mean, it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors at the same time because, I mean, we're willing to unwind that transaction. I guess I'll do a 3-minute TikTok trying to explain it after we get off of this. I'll check my phone periodically to see if she answers. Spoonie, Mike Leach died. What's that about?
It's a sad day.
What you think about that, Braxton?
That is sad.
Hey, Paul's asleep,
I'm awake.
taking a little nap. Paul, you're gonna have to put a little notation of the time there because we're segueing into,
Yes, sir.
and that because that first part there was a lot of fire real estate content in that first part. That doesn't need to be on the Different Generations podcast. We're supposed to be making fun of Braxton for being a lib,
That's right.
even though he's a
Yeah.
conservative, and Spoonie for being a conservative, even though he's a lib. So.
Yeah.
These are all facts.
So, anyways, Mike Leach died. I'm really sad about that.
You should be. It's very few. I think he's the kind of mentor we all grew up with, and there's not many of those left.
Maybe. I don't think you... Do you know a lot about Mike?
I just heard the speeches that you've played for us.
Dude, he's
But-
such a... I just learned he went to law school. Just learned he went to law school. There's a TikTok there where he's explaining student debt. And he said they were trying to get back 45,000. It may as well have been 45 million as far as he was concerned. But he was able to pay back his student loan debt. So, how does that make you? I mean, you don't know Mike Leach. You're not a fan of much. Like, what do you, outside of real estate and books, like, what personalities do you look up to in the movie star land and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I'm not a fan really of anyone like that much. Like I like them. Like I'll watch more movies, but I'm like, I don't follow a whole lot of any celebrity.
You believe that?
No.
I can name like 20 actors.
I'm not talking about actors. I'm talking about who are you a fan of? What tennis player?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ? You're a fan of Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Do you follow
Start
the
there.
tenets
Jesus,
of Jesus Christ?
Like yeah, Rafael Nadal,
Okay, Rafael Nadal.
tennis player.
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic. Like
Okay.
them.
All right. What else are you a fan of?
Some fighting.
Who?
Some fighting.
Who's your favorite UFC fighter?
Oh, I love McGregor, man.
Okay,
So McGregor.
Love everything
okay.
about it.
y'all have similar personalities.
Formula One.
You think he?
It's a joke.
That's-
It's just a joke.
this motherfucker ain't got no Conor McGregor in him.
Uh,
A little quiet dude.
some
Never-
racing.
Who?
Racing, like Formula One.
Okay, like who?
Like
Schumacher.
Lewis Hamilton.
Okay,
I like Schumacher.
Schumacher's the greatest that ever lived.
Max Hamilton. Like
I've never heard of any of these people.
yeah,
Michael
you know.
Schumacher.
So
Watch. Yeah, so I mean, like that. Yeah, I watch. There's a couple names I recognize that I'm like, yeah, they're
this-
fun to watch.
this is the equivalent of that for me. Mike Leach is somebody.
He's one of the people on your list that you're like, I
Well-
enjoy. I'll stop if I'm scrolling and I see him.
Mike Leach for a long time. Like Mike Leach got fired from Tech for locking a dude in a shed. You know, but it was that's the headline, but that's not the real story.
What was the real story?
Well, I gave so little fucks about it that I don't know the granular details, but essentially there was some punishment, and this was a entitled kid, and entitled, like entitled. I don't know. Anyways, he had to do some work in the shed. He didn't get locked in there. He just had to go in there and do some work. So it's like, you don't get to do this today with the rest of the team. You got to go do this work. Is the way I remember it. Like I remember it being way softer than.
Like a
So it
hey,
wasn't like he locked him in a 5x5 shed in just the blazing sun. He's
Well-
like, you got to stay over here and do work, like clean.
Essentially, whatever it was.
go clean out this shed while we
But-
all play.
But you heard his speech after the Baylor game. Motherfucker talks like us in that environment. You know, when he goes to the podium to do an interview, he does a lot of stuff. So, anyways. Okay, Shawnee is now in here. Where would be a good place to find contact info for the company? We have tried website, but we could be missing it. Thank you. What do you think about that, Spoonie?
Is this about the other thing we're talking about?
I guess
It's gotta
we got Shawnee
just have her
Slusher in there.
Just have her follow him on TikTok. He's trying to text her.
I mean, if you go to roughneckrealestate.com, you can drop your email in there, and we'll get a notification about the email. I don't put my phone number on the internet anymore. It
We've all
me
made
more-
that mistake.
Oh, we haven't.
Nope. I haven't. But anyways, if you go to there, you can contact us there. Do we have an REI Black Book number? You can.
Give him my burner number.
Yeah.
254-327-1477.
Yeah, text that number right now, your phone number, and we'll call you, because this is. I mean, we're on the side of what y'all are saying. We will unwind this transaction. We have no problem unwinding this transaction. Do you get a notification there? But anyways, Mike Leach is somebody that I mean, I just found out he went to law school. I didn't know that. His coaching hierarchy is great. Here we go. Here it is. Play it. Let's see. Turn that volume way up though. You've been real quiet, Paul.
Let me just say this.
Turn that
Nobody
up.
had more student loans than I did, or that had less of a chance of paying them back. In law school, I had a ton of student loans, like 38,000. Well, then I got out of law school and wanted to look at coaching, and married and had my first daughter. So, so then I did the logical thing, to buy another year and to finance my coach football habit, and got a master's. I took out another student loan. At that point in time, they had about as much chance of getting $45,000 as they did $45 million. Make $1 billion, I don't care. I mean, and I figured they could only kill me once, and so then, I started pursuing coaching, and I had the weird distinction of teaching 2 classes while taking a class or 2. So it's a high interest rate, like crazy high. So I'm teaching class while taking class, because if you took class, then you could defer the loans until you
payments.
quit taking class, see? But I was dead broke and took those classes so that I could defer my loans. And then sometimes these bill collectors would call you, and I'd have some knockdown, drag-out conversations with those jokers. So like all those videos that you've seen on the internet are nothing compared to what
I would have loved to see
I was prepared
Mike
to
Leach
say
versus a bill
to those
collector.
guys. I used to tell these guys, I said, listen, you can either give me another couple months or accept a lower payment amount, or else I'll go to Mexico. I'll drop off the grid. I'll disappear. You will never see me again. And so, well, and some were more reasonable than others, but some, I mean, like if you want to see some of the biggest pricks on earth, they work in student loan collection, and you know, the fact that they'd work there, I mean, it's just relatively disgusting people. They're the type that aspire to be dog catchers or something like that. Yep, I'm going to pick up that cat or dog so I can break that kid's heart. I mean, as I get to the University of Kentucky,
Jesus. Some dog
I'm
catcher out
able
there.
to make
Right.
monthly
What a real
payments on my student loan, and you can do that.
Do what?
R.I.P. What a real one.
Dude, he's amazing. But anyways, yeah, I lost one. Did you have a text message from them yet?
Let me check again.
Might have to read that number to them again. I don't know if they can rewind on live.
254-327-1477.
No text message?
No.
Let me go look. Make sure. I also don't see a text message. So I don't know
They may just not want to do it on live.
what? The phone call? Mm-hmm. Well, we can kill the cameras. I mean, we don't have to sit here and talk about it. I mean, I've just never ran into a situation like this. You know, it's like we'll unwind the transaction. There's nothing else. I mean, I feel like I could just respond to this all day on TikTok. But anyways, a little thrown off, man. My vibe is wrong. One, we've been accused of stealing a house. Two, Mike Leach is dead. Three, Spoonie's looking at me like a dog catcher. It's about to take my dog.
I feel like that.
I think he's looking at you like you are the dog.
I know.
No, it's my left arm. I keep having to hold it down because it keeps wanting to touch it. And I'm
Why?
just like, I'm having to.
Why does it want to?
It's just attracted to Corey. Something wrong with this arm.
Let's not miss the fact that Braxton had a date this week and we're on live.
Yeah. Oh, man. So why would you talk about that on live?
I mean,
if it comes out a week later,
like,
does it really matter?
Yeah.
you should have heard the conversation on The Office earlier. Just Ryan busting him up,
Ryan busted you up.
breaking his heart out there.
Ryan, oh man, I can tell we've touched a
I don't know what you want me to say.
Pam, come if you're there, give Braxton some advice. What
You want to hear about my run last night?
I do want to hear about your run. Tell your run story. Get in
All
good
right.
spirits so we can.
All right. So here we are, right? It's about 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
It's dark. I'm in Cameron Park. Great idea for one.
Oh, hold on. Run that by Spoonie one more
Oh,
time.
I've already heard it and the funness of that.
Never mind.
Okay, so it's dark, you know. I'm trying to get some trail running in because that's what my
Dark in
my
Cameron
race
Park.
is. Yeah, you know.
Time out. Why do y'all keep saying Cameron Park? Is this because of the black part of town? Is that
No,
why it's bad?
that's where we take the kids to the zoo. It's a nice park.
Yeah. I mean,
Why did you have to bring that up? That's a weird thing to bring up, bro.
I wasn't particularly worried about getting destroyed by a homeless person, but you never know.
I mean, that was where my kid had their little buses pulled over. We all ate down there. Seems like
Perfect.
a nice park.
It's a safe place.
Then why do you keep saying at Cameron Park at night like it's a bad thing?
He brought it up.
I'm in
just
the woods
adding
at
to the
night.
story. It's
So
like
I'm
color
on the trail.
commentary.
Right. Got a headlamp. A little freaky. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, this is a little wild, but
How
I'm
long
out
do those
here.
trails run?
I was on a 9-mile course.
There's no, but Cameron Park, for
It's
reference,
just looping back in itself.
but for reference for people that aren't familiar with Waco, Spoon's deal about Cameron Park being the nice part of town is somewhat correct.
Seems like a nice park.
There's a super
It's
rich
somewhat
neighborhood right
Our
next
whole
to
Right
it.
school
next
went
to
there.
it.
Yeah.
Right
Like
next to
big
it.
mansions.
But it is also where one of the last murders in Waco took place.
It was dangerous. It has that reputation,
It
but
does.
not as much as of recent.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's still a cool place. I mean, it's on the Brazos right there.
is it well lit?
No, not in the woods. The like park areas, playground stuff, it is, but the trails are pitch black.
Okay, keep going.
So I'm out there. I'm running. No big deal. Trails are a little freaky, but I'm like, whatever. It's just a trail. And making my way. Finished up my run about 11 miles in, running back to my truck. And I'm probably like a half mile away from where I parked. And Brazos on my left, I'm on this trail. And I hear something up ahead. I'm like, there's animals out here. That's whatever. It's normal to hear things. I wasn't as stressed out about it anymore. But then I see two sets of eyes looking back at me. I'm like, that's, They looked up. It was two dogs, moose-sized dogs on this trail. And they weren't happy with me. Startled them. So they started barking at me. I was barking back at them.
Hold on. So you're on your run.
Uh-huh.
Now there's two dogs.
Yeah.
You don't know what kind of dogs?
I don't know. They were healthy sized dogs.
He said he could throttle them with both of his hands. He was going to kill them dead with his bare hands.
I was ready to kill a dog with my bare hands. I was close enough. They were mad enough. That's where I thought it was going.
And that's not how that works. I explained that to him. Because I doubt you could choke out a coyote.
I could kill up. I could kill up to a bear with my bare hands.
Were these wild animals?
They didn't have collars on. That's how close I was. I know that.
So,
Well, that don't mean nothing.
that's
I've never
the
had
only-
a dog with a collar.
Yeah, but I mean, they might have broken out. I don't know.
my dog loses a collar every time she goes to her
Two
barbed wire fence.
medium-sized dogs.
Dogs or coyotes?
They were not coyotes.
So
I mean,
just
coyotes get
random-
pretty big, bro.
So just two random dogs having their meal at a trash can.
Yeah,
You roll up on them,
they weren't happy to see me.
and now you're 11 miles in, so you're tired.
No, I'm not tired. 11 miles. Come on.
Whatever's going on there, but what's up? What happened?
Now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go the other way.
Oh, not a good answer, but keep going.
So I'm just kind of going backwards, and they're following me. They're like,
Oh, of course.
"What's up?" I'm not running away from them.
Did you call Emma at this point in time and say, "Hey, how do I handle?"
I called Pam because I'm like, "Hey, you worked in a vet clinic. What's the deal with dogs here?" Right?
You called Pam?
Yeah.
The
His mother.
okay, but your mom was an eye doctor.
Yeah, she's also a manager of a vet clinic
Yeah.
for 15 years.
She was just back there tackling,
managed about 60
Rottweilers?
employees, but so
we've got a number on there. James Isham. James, what's your TikTok name? Braxton, keep going.
but anyways, so I'm walking backwards. These dogs are following me, and there's a good first 3-4 minutes where they're like running up on me, like charging me. I'm like, I'm either about to swim in this river or fight two dogs.
Okay.
I didn't like either outcome, but finally just kept making my distance. Delayed me another. I mean, it was 2 miles out of my way at that point.
Was it good motivation to keep running?
Yeah.
That's just
Once I finally got enough distance that I kind of made a bend, I just took off. Like, you
don't run from dogs.
don't let them see you run.
well, you become prey when you run.
That's what I mean. That's why I was slowly walking backwards. I was never running. Just chilling.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't if I run up on two dogs. Let's say I run up on a nasty ass pit bull that I know is about to fuck me up.
I would have killed it.
No, I know it's about to fuck me up. I just choose which part of the body I want it to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I make that decision instantly.
Donating it first, so it's
But then I
distracting.
don't take my eyes off that motherfucker. I let him know I'm top of the food chain.
Where are you going? Like,
Son of a bitch.
are you going like leg below the knee or
No, I'm
arm?
going arm.
Oh, I'd go leg below the knee.
I'm
I
going-
feel like
I'm
that'd
going
be-
non-
So you're just
dominant
looking at him.
I'm going non-dominant arm. If he comes here, because I know what to do with a dog. Do you know what you do with a dog?
Stick your hand down its throat.
Reach down its motherfucking throat. Make it a puppet. I mean, I've been bit by dogs.
I believe in that. Like, I really do think that'd work. But where I was like, man, this is a bad spot, is there's
But-
two of them.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have one on a leg and one on the arm.
I was like,
you're gonna have to grab the one down his throat and beat the other one to death with it. I don't know what to do. Captain James Isham on the TikToks. We're gonna get this.
Oh, is he a boat captain?
I don't know. Why don't
I mean,
you
that'd be
ask
cool.
him?
It looks like he's fishing in his picture there.
We gotta find out how to search on the TikToks.
See what's up with
Use the search function.
I know, but I don't know where it is. James
It's the little magnifying glass in the upper right corner.
Isham. Isham. It's not coming up.
Well, he said he sent you a follow request.
Did he? He followed me? Okay. There he is. Follow back. Follow back. I can wave at him now. I hit the wave button. Gave him a wave.
He is boat catting.
Yeah, 979. Ooh, I'm about to give my number out. Ooh. That was bad, bro.
We
Almost
might
went
need his
there.
number.
Yes, I'm a boat captain.
He is a boat
Ooh,
captain.
what do you fish?
Hold
What
on.
do you fish? This could be.
He's got some
Fortuitous.
fucking bangers on there. He's got a fucking redfish. Do you charter trips? Spoonies owes me one.
We love to fish. That's a
But-
big ass fish.
You go offshore?
I feel like
This
we need to
this
work
looks
this
bait.
out before we
This
get on a
looks bait.
boat.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get this thing unwound, and then we're gonna go catch them bull reds with old Captain James Isham here. This is gonna be a solid follow either way. So, anyways, yeah, no, that's good.
I could kill up to a bear probably with my bare hands. I'm not worried about it.
Jesus,
You're an idiot. Have you ever seen a bear in real life?
Jason, don't you worry too much about me.
Have you ever seen one in real
Bear would
life?
probably
Like up
kill
close?
you. Yeah, I've seen a bear. Everyone's been to the zoo, Jason. Come on. I'd kill up to a bear.
Have you heard my bear story?
No.
I was with Shane, and we ran across a mom bear with two 2-year-olds. So,
Pucker factor's pretty high there.
well,
I mean, I probably couldn't shit for 3 weeks. Just clapped a butt.
here's the funny part. I smelled them. First, and the 2-year-olds. One of the 2-year-olds was close to us. There you go, Braxton. One of the 2-year-olds was close to us, but the mom was further down. Or no. The mom was close to it, and the 2-year-old was further down.
Mm.
So the mom, Shane, I was like, "There's a bear," and Shane's looking at the 2-year-old, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it, because it's way down there." And I'm like, he keeps walking. I'm like, "There's a fucking bear, bro."
Those brown bear? Black bear?
Black bear.
That's still a lot of fuck you up.
There's a fucking bear. Stop, Shane. Like, there's a bear. So Shane's got a bow. We're in Colorado. Shane's got a bow. We're elk hunting. And the mama bear's right there, but Shane's looking at the baby bear that's down there. And finally he fucking looks, and the mama bear, now the mama bear nor the baby bears knew we were there, and he's like, back up. So we started going backwards and went up the draw to get higher over the top of them. And then we watched them. Once we got out there, we had some eye on smell when we saw the bear walk out, and she had 2 cubs. We never saw the second one.
So there's 3 bears
There's
right
3
there.
bears in our vicinity, and we only saw 2. And Shane at the beginning only saw the 2-year-old, didn't see the mama. And I saw the mama and didn't see the 2-year-old, but I was like, bear. But and Shane will credit, if we can get him in a good enough mood, he will credit my bear seeing, saving us from.
Don't get me all
Getting
wet.
eaten by a bear.
Well, it would have been a bad dude. It would have been so bad.
Yeah, you don't want to end up as bear shit.
It would.
Nah, I could kill up to a bear with my hands. I think a lion would be
fucking
the
dumb.
only animal I could. A lion, a hippo, and sharks. I don't.
You're just out there like bulldogging a
I
cave
wouldn't even
buffalo.
fight. If a shark came at me, I'd be like, all right.
Like,
But I'd kill up to a
Take
bear.
off.
So you got to fight.
Oh, no, this is going to be horrible. Bart.
yep, Braxton
Please shake
choke that
off.
out
Bear content.
Absolutely.
with its 4-inch claws.
That's not a that's
I'm
a
just
that's a
gonna keep-
grizzly bear though.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big brown bear for sure.
A big
okay,
brown
what
bear.
was this saying
Those
again?
grizzlies are brown bears.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was it? What do I say?
I'd be
See,
like this
what-
guy.
It's like Kodiaks or
something
some
wild.
species of grizzly, right?
I don't know. I don't know much about it. I just know that's
Be
a
part of
fucking grizzly
something
bear,
wild.
and
Join
I ain't
us.
fucking with it.
Follow
So,
ground.
anyways, let's see if we got a number now.
The zoo in Alamogordo, New Mexico, has they just got a chain link fence. It's like 6 feet away, and there's bears walking right there. But they're like black bears. I'd never seen one that close, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot of fuck your life up right there. That is just a medium sized
For the bear, if I'm there, you mean?
Yeah, I don't believe that. That thing is an apex predator, and
What does that make me then?
a beta predator. I don't know. What's the alpha, beta,
What's
theta?
above an apex predator? Because that's
God level, like just OP'd.
I would kill a bear.
You'd be OP'd. You know what OP'd is?
Overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey,
Did you get a number?
Paul,
He's giving you the mom's number for breed.
Yes, sir.
keep time on this.
This April.
Hey, April, this is Corey Thompson. I think we bought a house from someone in y'all's family.
My sister, yes.
Okay.
So you were possible to get a hold of.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I could not find a number anywhere. So on the deed paperwork, it shows that Ed 8 Investment bought it.
yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I've tried to Google them, tried to find a phone number. That's whose number I've been calling, is what I found on their website.
Okay.
So, okay, so I'm under the impression that Candy didn't say anything about my daughter's name being on there.
Well, the title commitment said your daughter's name was on there. So the title company saw it. You know, the way that it works is when there's a title commitment, so grandmother has dementia is the way we understand it.
Correct.
So grandmother has dementia.
Mm-hmm.
Grandmother, power of attorney, I guess, signed on it, but we didn't know any of this. Like I didn't
No,
know any
I
of this.
know. You have no idea what the backstory is.
Well, I mean, typically title brings it up. They'll see that there's an extra name on title, and in this case, grandmother Mary Ann Johns has a ladybird deed, which says that if she passes away, then the house goes to goes to Brianna. Okay.
Correct.
So title sees that estate deed and thinks that's why she's referenced on title, and they didn't understand or weren't made aware that the grandfather's deceased, and that's why Brianna's on title. Because I assume that the way that she made it on title was through something passed down from the grandfather.
Well, it was passed down from a both. It's in the will. There is a will
Okay.
that the land goes, that piece of property goes to my daughter. My property goes to me, and the other one she tried to sell was hers. And we all three have ladybird deeds on them.
Ah. So the one that we were going to buy for $15,000,
That's my sister's. That's ladybird deeded to her.
and
Everything's still in my mom's name. It's just ladybird deeded.
yeah, but then she backed out of that deal and said she never agreed to that, which was weird because I don't know. We send contracts via email. I mean, it's not.
Right.
It's like you got an email, you signed it in the
Yeah.
email.
Well, she didn't even tell me that I would have bought it. I would have bought it for $40,000.
Yeah,
And she did not tell me. She literally sent me a text last Tuesday to tell me that she sold it and she closed on it last week. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
whose stuff's in the house?
Well, it's what's left of my daughter's because the air conditioner broke, the floors were falling in, and my daughter and her 3 kids were living there paying my sister $800 a month rent.
What?
To help pay for mom's care, supposedly. Well, when the air conditioner broke, I told Candy, hey, we need to get this fixed. I'll pay for half of it if you pay for half of it because you're making Brianna pay rent. You're the landlord. And she flat out refused and evicted Bree within a day. So she had 1 day to get all her shit out. Now, it wasn't that destroyed. The other day was the first day I went down there and saw it.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know.
she obviously went through everything.
I haven't gone through anything. The video that I shot while I was there was literally all I did there. We're buying another one down the road, and until we get it closed on, we're not coming back up there to do anything. That being said, your daughter has a claim to title on this property, and yeah, hold on, I got something from the title company right here. Spoke to me about the above referenced property. I've attached herein the vesting deed showing that Mary Ann Johns had full rights to sell the property without the joiner of Brianne Freeman. Please let me know if you have any other questions. So, I don't know.
It just sounds like they weren't given all
Give
the
me that-
information.
Well, yeah, but is there a will? I mean,
Yes, there's somewhere. My sister has it.
Was it notarized and stuff?
Well, I mean,
I'm sure it was.
Spoonie, poor Spoonie.
I know what follows after that. I was asking that before because we get them. I've had
How
seen
long
them
ago
before.
did the grandfather pass away?
2020?
So still within 4
Yeah.
years. So did y'all probate the will? Did it go through probate?
No.
Okay. Well,
I'm sure we don't have a leg to stand on.
You absolutely have a leg to stand on. I'm telling you right
Yes.
now, you 100% have a leg to stand on. So this is kind of how it works. Your mother's was married.
Yes.
Grandfather passed away. The will has not been probated yet. So since the will hasn't been probated yet, whatever it says is not, it's not being followed, right? So
Right.
throw it out. Just pretend it don't exist. At this point in time, the Marianne Johns has the property, owns half the property, and your granddad's heirs own half the property. So
Okay.
that would be you and everything. Now, if the will says something different, the will says something different. But until that will is probated, it doesn't say anything different. So,
How would I get a copy of the will from her attorney?
I don't know. Is Candace an attorney or is she just the power of attorney? She's just the sister.
It's just the power of attorney.
Okay. I don't know. This I have no
Right.
idea. But
Yeah.
pretend the will don't exist. The will's irrelevant. Until somebody brings it into the picture, it's irrelevant. Okay. The
Right.
will will either make everyone right or everyone wrong, but it doesn't change what Texas law says. Texas law says your mom was married, therefore who she was married to, which is your dad, I assume, owns half of what she owns. So even if there's nobody on that deed, right? Nobody's on that deed. She was a married woman, married to your dad. He owned half that property, and now his heirs own half that property. Period. So your daughter, everybody owns a 50% stake in that property, which means when that property is sold, that 50% that y'all would have to sign deeds over. Okay, everybody that has you would have to sign a deed, your sister would have to sign a deed, everybody had to sign a deed. And half the proceeds would go to the heirs, not to your mother who is still living. Make sense? So you absolutely have a claim, and what she's saying is irrelevant. You need to respond back to that, Spoonie, and say, hey, look, I understand that, but there's a deceased grandfather in the chain of title that's not accounted for.
Okay.
The vesting, the deed means nothing. There's if there's not a probated will saying that, if he dies first, then it goes to Marianne. Now, his deed would probably pass. I don't know if he would have had a ladybird deed, but he's on the chain of title still. So, we will help y'all sort this out, but we're not going to start work on the property or anything until whatever. But y'all would be entitled to have those proceeds. I don't know. They did say that the money went to Marianne's account, which I guess that if you have power of attorney over that, it may as well be your account. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know where those proceeds are. But the only way to unwind this transaction is for them to send the proceeds back.
She say he died in 2020.
Yes. So
2020. It might have been 2019.
yeah. Well, it died within the last 3 years.
Before COVID hit.
It was before COVID. What month?
January.
Okay, so probably January 2020.
It was either January 2020 or January 2021. I need to go through my paperwork because I have his death certificate because, I paid to have him cremated and all that stuff. So I have all that in here, but we're fixing to hit a freaking thunderstorm and I'm probably going to lose power.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. We're gonna get the title company in touch with y'all.
Okay.
And
I'm contacting it for me too.
well,
Just as-
we believe me, we don't even know how to file a claim with title because every time we file one, they get denied. But this one's a pretty strong claim to title, so there's nothing. There's nothing. They don't have a leg to stand on this one. They're going to have to help us unwind this transaction. So, anyways, we thank y'all.
Well, thank you for being so understanding and responding and reaching out. I appreciate that more than you know.
No, I saw somebody tagged me on her video and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. You never know what's going on. And then I went and looked and her name was on the title commitment. And I was like, well, they couldn't sell it without her knowing about it,
Yep. It did not.
And
I have the text from Candace to prove it.
well, I know that. And then, but there's a lot to unpack here, but we will be getting a call in with the title company and seeing what we can't do.
Okay. Thank you so much, Corey. You have a blessed day.
All right. Hey, Spoonie, can you call Driva?
Mm-hmm.
You think you can get her on the phone? Think she knows we're live on the internet? It's just,
Think Trevor's watching?
I don't know. What do you think about that? Did we call Treva and she's like,
I think it might be worth it. See what she says. Get it directly from them.
get it on the record. So yeah, looks like we're going to Crystal Beach to go fishing. Spoonie, he
I'm
just wants
excited.
your American Express card number. Give it to him over the
I don't
internet.
have one.
Black Acre Title, this is Mallory.
Hey, can we speak to Treva? This is Jason Witherspoon.
Yeah, let me see if she's here. Hold on just a second.
You want to hold it so you can talk to her?
I don't know, Spoonie. You want? Oh, let me hold it. Can I hold it. Let me touch it. Can I touch it?
Hey, she's on the phone right now. Do you want to hold?
We do.
Yeah,
I'd
we'll
love to
hold.
hold.
Okay, just
Look.
a sec.
While we
Hold
hold
as long as it
Braxton,
takes.
While we hold Braxton. How'd that day go?
I mean, good?
Can we get some deets?
No.
That's creepy. What are you asking?
Just trying to get some more out of him other than pretty good.
Pretty good. How's the conversation going now? You got the fishing trip set up?
No. None of that.
You got the hunting trip set up?
We got a Crystal Beach. You could hook up right here with Captain James
I'll go there this weekend to Crystal Beach.
and take her.
I'll go to Crystal Beach on my own right now.
Why are you so?
I just don't want to talk. I don't know. I just feel like that's a weird thing to talk about on this.
What does that say? Light leaks?
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
Googly eyes?
It's googly eyes. It's
It's probably Corey.
So so.
Is it Sohill?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I was wondering who we were talking to earlier. Had a good conversation, but pouring out for Mr. Leach.
That is a little sad.
Braxton, quit trying to change the subject. Hold on.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have to talk about it.
I won't respond.
We got an hour to pester you with this question. I got a hard out because I get a. Oh, hey, Treva. This is Jason.
And Corey. Yes. How does the granddad play into this title issue we have?
If this was their homestead property, if the laws of descent distribution, it would have gone to him anyway. But let me see what they addressed in the title. I don't think it was even mentioned, actually. So they must have found something that cleared it. But let me go back and pull. That was Mountain 14.
Yes, Mountain.
Yeah, 1443 Mountain.
It's nice.
Quit yelling.
Corey has a
Yelling
nice
at me.
mustache.
Spoon's yelling at me.
You what?
Spoon's yelling at me. Braxton's so happy you chimed in when you did.
Braxton, while we're waiting on Treva to look this up, tell us more about your date.
I'm not comfortable talking like that.
He just went full
I
Lion King
am-
on us. Don't you talk about her in that,
Yeah,
in
no.
that context.
I exercise my Fifth Amendment right.
Huh. Well, that seems creepy.
They didn't give me a copy of the run sheet, so I can't tell, but they did not address him in the title at all, which means they should have obviously found something that did away with any
Yeah.
interest he had.
Well,
Because all they addressed was the life estate deed, and then I forwarded a copy of that vesting deed that clearly says that she has the right to sell it without Brianna.
yeah. But the granddad had a life estate deed that gave Brianna his half, is what they're saying.
What they're saying. Okay, let me send a message to the title exam department and ask them to send me a copy of the full examination.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Well, Spoonie, no closer to an answer. Braxton's going to be a shy. Hold on. Whoa.
I'm going to go to the bathroom while you ask him questions.
So Spoonie's just getting up and leaving our live in the middle of it.
For what?
He's
How many
having.
times you got to pee?
It's the Flomax, buddy. Comes with age.
That's inappropriate. I
I think Spoon's got a shit.
think so.
I think that's a 911 shit leave right there. You know what I mean? Because if he'd have had to pee, he'd have got up when he didn't have his phone. But who can shit without their phone?
The people with good hygiene.
People, what? You shit without your phone?
Yeah,
No, you don't.
absolutely do.
No, you don't.
It's a little gross.
Well, since Spoonie had to get up and shit, and Braxton will not say great things about this lady on the internet, you only have good things to say about her. That's why it's weird to me.
What do you
Like-
mean?
Like, oh, it went good. We had this, did that. It's an easy conversation to have.
Yeah, not on the internet. Like, I just don't think that's appropriate.
Oh, I hope she watches this far in.
She's definitely watching this.
I hope
Oh,
she
yeah.
watches this far in, and I hope she dogs your ass out. Like, why can't you talk good about me on the internet? Nah,
Might
I like
happen.
that. I hope. Man, like nothing but good things to say. You just say them. If you got bad things to say, that's when you're polite. Just know that. Know
Okay.
that's how the world perceives it. So
I
he
mean-
has nothing but good things to say. He's just shy. So,
That's fine.
is it true though? You do only have good things to say.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not something I think's
Then say
appropriate
that.
to talk
Say, look,
about.
everything went good, great, wonderful. I
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I'll do it 10 times out of 10 coming up, but I
Mhm.
will not give any details of the date because they're irrelevant.
Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
He's got a private life, you know.
Yeah, but
Nice
hard
keep it
to.
private.
yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, he
I
just,
think we have live footage of Braxton's dog encounter.
oh shit.
Plot twist: Sohill was the dog.
Oh man, what is this? Did Sohill make a little video of? Oh no. Oh no.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There briefly, like I came to peace with the fact that I'm like, I'm about to have to fight these dogs.
Why do you, so you're running?
Uh-huh.
Even though Texas don't care if you got a gun, you don't have that with you.
There's not a convenient way whenever I'm running.
There's also yeah, there's a convenient way.
Hell,
Well,
Run with
rifle,
it.
shoulder strap,
that's true.
running like you're going into war.
Yeah.
Like
It's probably the best way to train.
no man.
Just carry my AR just whole
I-
time.
I mean, probably some sort of like. I mean, I know you're running without.
That's a correction I'm gonna make.
But if you're not going to run with that, then you should at least have bear spray.
Bear spray.
Yeah, bear spray.
Bears aren't my concern.
Yeah, but you don't want pepper spray on a dog. Bear spray is like a giant can. It's like think about it like wasp spray.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it shoots 20 feet?
Yeah.
That's bear spray.
Okay.
So like pepper spray is a little less rangy.
Uh huh.
So, you know, like apparently a human getting close
Get
enough
it.
to you, grab you is the only part that's bad.
Hit him over on that wall.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just, I'm telling you, it was a weird point to go where I'm like, I know I can't outrun them. I'm about to have to fight these two dogs right here with these hands.
Just keep a can of bear spray on you. at all
There's
times.
a lot of things that I could have had, and going forward, I'll be a little bit more prepared. But
Bear spray.
last night, having nothing that could really do any damage to,
I so thought when you started telling this story, I thought, man, he's going to get propositioned by a hooker. He's going to have to navigate that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then after he gets propositioned by the hooker, he's going to do his full run and he's going to come back and she's with a John. Like, and he just gets an eye full of whatever that looks like. You know what I mean? Some park fucking.
yeah,
Like,
would have been a better story. But
I don't know if it'd have been a better story, but it like at that point in time, I'd had real sympathy for you. I'd have been like, oh man, I can only imagine what kind of weird.
What I
scene
had to
that
see there.
was.
Got a refill while I was out there.
Spoon, we're ending this.
Oh,
How was your shit?
No, I had to pee. I was about to pee in my pants.
I thought you went to go get.
Why are you drinking Dr. Peppers?
Because what there was in the fridge.
Did you really need that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many have you had today?
This would be the second.
this is sugar free.
Yeah.
How much sugar is
Got a
that?
little extra cocaine in it.
Jason,
It's
I'm
good.
just
It's good.
I want you to be healthy. If you touch the can, you have to drink it. So you better
I can't drink. It's the B
put your
vitamins
lips
that
on that.
fuck up my blood pressure like crazy.
But all right. Let's
What?
just move past. I
That's
don't.
the niacin. It
I
fucks
don't.
up.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that
Oh,
to Spoon right now.
Do what?
Go ahead, let him have it.
What'd you just say? What are you drinking? What did you just crack open?
The niacin fucks.
You're
with my
worried about your
pressure.
blood pressure.
He said B vitamin.
It's a B vitamin. It's niacin. That's what they put in here. That's why you get that hot flush.
Whatever. Okay.
We understand what niacin is. What are the 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper? Is one of them niacin?
No,
What are the 40 grams of sugar? What do those do to your blood pressure?
Yeah.
it's 39.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. Let's just look. Let's see.
How many of those words can you pronounce on there, Corey?
caramel color,
That's good.
phosphoric acid, sodium benzate, caffeine. It's in Plano, Texas.
This
Bottle
has
it?
carnosine in it.
Yeah, carnosine. It's not only is it in the small print, it's part of their marketing.
Acesulfame potassium.
That's good stuff.
And what is that?
It heals your ass bleeds.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
Look it up.
I love it.
Do you really know what it is?
Yeah, whenever I go get my IVs, they put it in to me intravenously. What are you looking this up for, Spoonie? Everything that's in this can, I take in this arm. You know, Braxton, you want to go get an IV with me?
I would go get an IV. I think
Every single ingredient listed on this can, I've taken intravenously in an IV.
after we'll go January
Except
8th.
caffeine.
No, January 9th we'll go. Day after my race.
Why don't you go the day before?
You think before would be better?
I mean, I think you'd be hydrated, extra hydration.
That makes sense.
I mean, maybe, I don't know what the max I think you'd probably do 2 bags before. I mean, then you probably would want a bag after, but they probably normally wouldn't give it to you, but you could probably get another bag.
Probably
after.
worth it though.
Yeah. I mean, Spoon's over here Googling nonsense. Like, there's a bunch of bad stuff in this can right here. You know what's bad? Sugar.
Like I know that'll give me cancer, but I just hate the people that act like that won't. You know,
Oh, yeah. Like I mean, all this
I
stuff.
didn't.
like
I didn't say that
the people that,
This
that
doesn't affect
I
my
can
sugar.
tell
Don't
you-
affect my blood pressure.
I can
like
tell
that.
you one thing and one thing only about the difference between this.
That's
and
my
the difference between
diabetes.
that. Well, the one thing I do know, if I drink nothing but Dr. Pepper sugary drinks and all that, my pee's like terrible. This, I mean, I hadn't had water in months. My pee's clear. Clear. It's clearing me out.
you know Warren Buffett drinks like 5 cherry cokes a day.
Yeah, but
I think he drinks 2. That's what he says in his deals.
He must
2
cut
cokes a
back.
day.
he had to cut back. His doctor, he listens to his doctor. Spoonie, on the other hand,
I just
That's all I have today. I drink a lot of
people yell
coffee.
at me about energy drinks, I just am like, what are you drinking? Like
I
what?
had chest pains last
Ooh.
night. I was like, oh, that's a heart attack. You know what I mean? It's
How
coming-
bad? How tight?
It was. I mean, it was very noticeable. And you know what I did? I got up out of bed. I went to the refrigerator, and I said, if I'm going out, I'm going out with a fucking C4 in my hand, and I drank that bitch, and my heart immediately got better. Immediately.
That's pretty stupid.
Well,
Because if you were having
the
a
good
heart
news is
attack,
that doesn't cause any of that. You don't have any of that.
I don't have
if
any
you
water.
were having a heart
absolute-
attack, that's like unbelievably stupid.
No, it's the niacin. It opened my veins back up.
Hydrate.
It's
Hydrate.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Ace K, acetylflame potassium, one of the 3 major issues surrounding
Don't
Ace
make
K
up words to try to sound
is
cool,
that it
man.
contains carcinogen methylene chloride.
Yeah.
So it specifically says it's only been linked to headaches, depression, nausea, mental confusion, liver effects, kidney effects, visual disturbances, and cancer. I don't know what visual disturbances are, but there's no heart pains in there. So
Look,
you got that good.
Spoon. That's if you drink it. I poured this one in my butt.
Oh, can I videotape that? Can I be there to pour it in your butt? I want to actually see you butt
Whoa.
shoot.
You want,
One of those.
If you want me to butt chug a Starbucks C4 right after I eat 144 ounces of fucking meat,
It's a date.
I'm telling you,
I
you
will hold
never,
the funnel and pour
your
it.
relationship with Corey will never be the same. Like once you're there, you're never
Bro, you
going
don't know
back.
what kind of relationship I have with my friends.
No, he's going to expect that from you. You get what I mean?
Oh, he
Like-
wants me to always hold the funnel and pour it.
That's not
Yeah,
a one
that's
and
fine.
done.
yeah, no, that's it.
23 flavors.
But so that's nasty.
Diabetes.
You fucking gross.
I got both types.
This is gross. That's
Listen.
gross.
Folks,
We done ruined this podcast with that Dr. Pepper. I'm telling you. How many viewers we got now? 2? Definitely.
y'all didn't have to comment on it.
No. You got up, went and shit.
I had to
come
pee.
back with no, you shit.
I did not. I did shit earlier, but I did not do it then.
No, it's all right, Spoon.
I would tell
You
you.
know you were sitting there waiting for your phone so you could go drop a deuce. It's okay.
Yeah, that's not why.
But we're out of here. Roughnecktorealestate.com for all the things. Like,
And-
subscribe, the stuff.
Apparently, that ain't that's a website. I got to figure out.
Later. We had 4 concurrent